since it's raining again. Not sure what time in the morning it is, but we appear to be there, so let's just head back to the storeroom and get rid of that rain. We'll have more than our fair share of rain without having to worry about that. Yeah, well, there we go. Quiet at last. So, everybody, welcome back to Tech Warfare with me, Sid, and hope everybody's had a good week and not gone absolutely batshit crazy yet. That is, of course, debatable. Right, plans for today. I suppose that's I have none. No, I'm not joking. I'm not entirely sure where I'm going today yet. I mean, obviously we've got some shops to do, but I don't want to just concentrate on those. I think we might have a look at right now. Barley. I've got a feeling I can't dupe the seeds. Hi Neil, hi Terry, how are you doing? I've got a feeling that those seeds don't grow very nicely. I want to try something. It's a very healthy glow he's got this morning. Right. What I want to try is I want to see what we actually see coming off of the these things, the old garden cloche. If I put one of those in it, do we get seeds as well as the barley? Because if we do, then we probably need to things. Yeah, well, it wasn't so much. Oh, yeah, we do. Excellent. Okay. Right, that's. Let me put that back then. So, if we were to stick, right, ideas are starting to form in my head now. I wouldn't say they're necessarily good ideas, but they're ideas. So if we were to go with a wind, what's that there? That's got to be one of them fishy things under there. Wow. Oh yeah, there they are. Look at them. Disgusting critters. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting distracted. What, me having ideas? Definitely. It may even be against. Sorry, sir. What are you buying today? Lapis, picks, oak, chicken. We got lapis. We can do lapis for definite, and we can do picks for definite. Let's have a look then. Oh, okay, we'll only get one more sale of that. But he was buying picks as well, wasn't he? So we'll do them. Excuse me, sir. I need to put that away. What else were you buying? Oak, sprucey, birch, wheat. We've got no chance on the thing. No chance on the oak, in fact. But spruce we can manage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We haven't got much birch either. Okay. Could you come back when you want some wool, please? Because I seem to have lots and lots and lots of wool. Okay, well that's fine. There you go. We need to get some more materials in there at some point, but it's not desperate right now. Right, thinking. So if I wanted a... What have I got on me? Just for... That'll do me, just to start laying out some groundwork. Will you please stop harvesting wool? We've got so much. We've got more than we possibly need. It's crazy. It is there, like you're going past and they're like, oh, get some more wool. You never know when you'll need some more wool. Right, there we go. So out here, this was where we were playing around with the. I was playing around with the idea of putting some wheat fields. We probably want to level this area down a wee bit and kind of level it off, and maybe over to this side, because I don't want to necessarily try. Where's the barrier? It should be coming up any time. There. So thinking this through, I don't know, as I said, already established me thinking he's dangerous. We could put the windmill towards this side of it, like no, let's just grab some of you'll do. And if you were to have, I'm trying to think of a design, because the traditional thing is to do a kind of cylindrical tower with a blade hanging off the edge, and that's kind of, it's a little bit old and dated. So I'm wondering if we can get away with something where we come along and we have a octagonal base, maybe like 4, 2, then maybe a 4, then a 2, then a 4, then a 2, then a 4. So that would give us a, oh god, here we go. It's going to be one of them, isn't it? Yes, of course it is. So we can bring that up and then get what a kind of a square windmill on the top of that. I think that'd work. Now, my thoughts here is its only purpose in life would to be produce barley, and specifically barley seeds. Double doors going in, cloche in the middle, big windmill blade. Could work. Right, we need to think about materials then, don't we? Think. Definitely some kind of wattle and daub, I think, for the bulk of the layout. I really do need to get another waystone over this side, don't I? And that honestly just looked like that farmer walked up to a pig, pulled the leg off, and had a bite to eat. What have you been making? Oh, coal. Okay, nothing exciting then. So let's go and have a look what we got to build with, and if I need to go and get something else to build with, then we'll go and find something else to build with, and hopefully not end up in a caving episode, because maybe I should do a caving stream at some point. That would certainly be in keeping with me. Let me get rid of you. Actually, we'll get rid of you while we're at it. See, marble's too white. Limestone I've used quite heavily recently. The clay wall would probably work, that kind of stuff, and I think that's relatively straightforward to make, providing you've got a bit of clay, which we may or may not have. Oh yeah, constantly. I've stopped actually collecting the hearts. It's they're just mad. Constantly at it. Right, I would like. Oh wow. Do I need? Okay. Do I need to get a caricature going somehow? Where is the nearest place to get a caricature? It's over here, miles away, isn't it? How is it in relative? Mind you, it's not miles away. Possibly not miles away relative to, say, a teleport out to the Mesa. Yeah, okay. I'm going to go get some macaca chat, because it has. I've done a fair amount of heavy mining, but not a huge amount of caving. Problem is, I can cave for hours and hours. I've kind of got into the thing. Right, let's jump out here and see what else we can find. We probably need to have a quick sleep, and it doesn't matter with the sleeping because we're out here away from everything, so we'll do that. But I'm just wondering whether there's any other materials that would work particularly well for this. Right, where's my rum? Chocolatey. It's a nice glass of Kraken tonight. None of the fancy ones. Just gone with a with a nice, good go-to rum. Okay, so we'll have some of these down. I don't think I'll need a lot, but a stack or two wouldn't go amiss if I can get them. Damn you. I should have packed the mining spell. That would have been a handy one. The block break. Thank you. Although I think that's possibly partially linked to the increase in experience at actually playing the games and doing more. So, you know, and certainly like the Sid's Modded Life, as I get more and more resource behind me, I'll be able to do more and more in the way of building. You know, when you saw the end of Sid's Modded Life Season 2, you know, the level of building we'd done was getting quite up there towards the end, but it's easier when you have virtually, I won't say limitless, but virtually limitless resources, you know. I suppose having a lot of resources becomes, especially when you get some kind of flight ring or something, becomes almost a bit creative building, but not creative, obviously, because you know you have to have the resources. I think I know what I'm trying to say here. I'm probably not doing a very good job of it. Been out shed hunting today. Been out looking for a well. I'm now the no, that can be a big limitation, but obviously that all depends on what you're doing and how much you do. You know, but again, you can work around lag is a thing. But yeah, looking for a new shed for the garden now. That's my next personal project in the house. Although I did consider making the shed myself, but I honestly don't think I can be bothered. Right, that's one stack. Let's make it two, and we can be happy, I think. Are you all right, Mr. Sheep? If we see any good caves to jump down, I might go down and see if there's any resources I want to grab as well while I'm here. But I'll do a caving stream, a dedicated. I don't mow lawns. That's the Mrs. mows the lawn. She loves it. That's her favourite job. So, but we don't want a big lawn. We don't use a big, you know. How do I put it? How do I say it? Our lawn will never be big enough to play croquet on, so I'm not interested. About the only gaming on a lawn that I enjoy. A good game of croquet. Vicious game, actually. People often underestimate just how nasty. I thought I saw. Did I see a frog down? I did. Hey, these are probably one of the cutest mobs I've seen in a long time in a Minecraft mod. I mean, utterly useless, but you know. We got a little bistro. She's got a little bistro set out there, and a couple of loungers. And that's about it, really. Obviously we've got the hot tub in there, and we don't really need a lot more. 33. What we got there? Oh, be your wish is my command. Bye bye. Oh, sorry, got used to. I've just been playing Sid Modded Life Season 3 earlier today, recording, and you get used to the weapons you've got in different packs, and that one shot's pretty much everything I shoot. So not one-shotting things. A little bit more awkward. Have I got? No, I haven't got sticks, saplings to sticks. That's a shame. Chalk. Chalky chalk. Sorry, I'm just the cave is calling out to me. Not so much for marble. I'm more interested in seeing if I can find more chalk. Again, don't really need iron, so not much point. Chalk. Maybe we should get some chalk while we're here. Hi, Fiddlerbits. On my end, it is 8 o'clock at night. So, yeah, definitely. Other end. I should probably make some torches at some point because I'm a little bit low. But if we've got chalk, that gives us another material to play with, doesn't it? I might as well have this limestone as well, you know. No. Right, hang on. Been a few years since I was last in Oregon. Diamond hammer, let's go there. Probably the easier way of doing it. I'm trying to think. It was 2006 when I went over to Oregon. So yeah, that was a good few years ago. There may be the odd. The problem with modded is, especially, is always the conflicts, and obviously you've got multiple options. Damn it! Where was the rest of that thing? That was over here, wasn't it? You've got various options to combat those issues. One is to spend hours coding them out. The other one is to actually live with them. And because I'm building these packs to play, not to you know, promote as big packs like, you know, I noticed Material Energy 5, I think it is out. We'll have you as well while we're at it. I really don't have the time to careful, Mr. Frog. I don't have the time to faff around trying to track down every conflict. I wish I did, but you know, it's like all of these things. Right, get rid of you. I think that should be enough of that. And yeah. Where's my way out? There we go. And just a little bit more acacia. We've got some chalk, more chalk now, so that'll come in handy. Yeah, I went over there to visit. It was a friend of mine over in Medford who I co-wrote with back in the days when I wrote role-playing game supplements. So I went and spent about a week over in Medford. Right, where am I? I need a little bit, a tiny bit more. Don't want to mess around with the coyotes. And there we go. foremost. Why? I really do need to get a tree farm going for that, I think. But in the meantime, let's walk back. That should be enough to be on with. Oh, there was Kasoma and Jaden used to do a little bit back in the day when Titanium Gaming was a server and not a channel. So yeah, very funny. In this pack, neither, because you know it's established. Obviously, I've got both in Sid's Modded Life Season 3, so because Titanium Gaming Media started out as a server, as a vanilla server first and foremost, and went from there. What have we got? We still got some ores. I've still got a whole load of ores to process here that I've just not got around to. Right, I don't want you. I don't want the marble. I do want that, and I do want that. And the clay wall will probably want some more, but we'll come back to that one in a moment. Let's just jump over to the square. So in terms of this build, I think we're going to go with stripped acacia logs if I can get away with them. It's one way of getting over. And we'll keep it simple there, but how do I want to do the... If I do one there, if I do them like that, that won't look too out of place, I don't think, will it? We kind of pinch them in there. Now obviously the that's a really jarring colour, and I think it'll contrast nicely with the clay wall perhaps at the bottom. Let's try that out, shall we? Because I kind of got this as a feel for the base, and then as I say, we'll have the thing going up the side. Not 100% sure, but or do I actually? Tell you what, let's. It appears that nothing breaks clay wall properly, but if we do that, yeah, I've got an. I think I've got an idea coming, starting to form here. So we'll come up here like so. That will come to there and then across. 2, 3, and damn it. Then we can come over and do that one. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So if we start off with something going kind of like that, and that comes up to there on all of these sides. We're going to need a lot more of this clay wall, I think. I'm trying to visualize a windmill ornament that I always remember as a kid that my parents had. So my uncle had some close friends from Amsterdam, and they sent this windmill ornament across. I need to not misplace these because they're a pain. And it was quite distinctive. Now, do I want windows in this or not? Don't know. We'll go with them for the time being because I haven't got many of these blocks anyway. And then from there, God, that would be fun. Yeah, I think we can do this. Let's get in there with you. I'm not sure whether this will look wrong or right, to be honest. Hi, Potter. Right. That, or do I need a third colour? Oh man. I'm really not sure. Let's have a look, see what we've got on us to see whether we've got any kind of clues. I mean, obviously, just on the corners. Yeah, we could do. I'm just wondering. It's just a cup. You see, I think we'd get away with that on the actual as a third colour because the colour's actually in the clay blocks there. Look. Of course, it helps if you can actually place a block. Like so. Because then what we'll have is we'll have a railing run around the top, and then we'll have another layer in there, and then we'll have the actual bit. Usually when we go around Potter's place to borrow a cup of sugar. Or at least the Minecraft equivalent of a cup of sugar, you know. Yeah, diamonds. Well, nice to see you, Fiddly. That's not going to play. Come on, play nice. And the old broad. I think we'll definitely do something with these blocks because they're too much in the current form. We definitely need to tidy that up a little bit, and that will go around there. Oh dear. Right, where am I? I probably should try and do something with that, but I'll do that in a moment once I've fallen into it a few times. Alright, you're coming out. Oh, hello. Oh, of course. Alright, where are we? And so this is going to not look at all like a windmill, right? No problem. Have a good day. This is going to look nothing like a windmill in the first instance. but there are, well, we can definitely work it up. It's not a problem. Now, so you got that, and then I really don't want to. No, let's here's an idea. I don't normally, well, I don't want to get into chisel some bits quite so soon, but I think I'm going to have to. Yeah, oh yeah, there's, I mean, you know, you just have to look at the Mallorcan windmills, for example. They definitely didn't follow anybody's pattern for that. However, if I go with this and go and plane that out, that'll get rid of the glaringly obvious and different textures here. Lovely. Okay, and then we can go and just pop all of that lot away, and that and that can get out my face for a moment. And then maybe come in with, let me just double check my agenda. Today is a windmill that is going to be making barley. That is the plan anyway. Wooden scaffolding from Nottingham, you got that one. I prefer that though, but you can't make a stairs out. I suppose you could. Right. Come with me, Box. We're going to go and see some villagers and see what they got, whether they want to trade us some scaffolding. But that will go up. That's going to go up, and it's going to have another layer in which is going to be quite tall, and then there'll be the top layer which will have the windmill blades on it. But I just need to get the building shape in to start off with, and then we can really start to refine it later. The other thing I need to do is just double check. I can't remember. That looks so wrong. That poor animal being dragged into that thing by a butcher, and then he comes out holding a steak. I'm obviously far too easily amused. So we'll come down on this. We'll pop down here. Oh God, that noise! I love it and hate it at the same time. Right, I actually need to label these gits, don't I? Armourer, librarian, electrician. You are not what I want. I mean, you know, you're good and all, but you're not what I'm after. Gunsmith, I think I've traded everything off you that we need for now. Armourer is no use to me. I could have sworn there was one I could trade. Maybe he was there. Maybe he's one of the ones I've traded out. The electrician's definitely not got. The librarians are just magic items. Gunsmiths, shepherd, leatherworker, cleric. Yeah, I might have gone overkill on the villager side. I just want to go and see if I've got any in the actual breeder. But it's not a problem. I can make it. You know, it's just me being lazy. Obviously, you know, when you sit there and really don't fancy like making your wooden scaffolding blocks yourself, you want to pay somebody else to do the hard work for you. But I don't think, because we've not got the server side going in our other things, we've only got these two guys here, and these guys are not loaded often enough to get their fruit on. Oh, if this was 115, that breeder would be of course. I mean, that's what they're for. Wait till you see what I've got planned for them in 115. They are such an abusable resource. It is not even funny. Just gonna pull that a little bit. There we go. Yeah, they're so abusable. It is. Realistically, the way Mojang turned the villagers in was it 114? They brought them in with their careers. I can't remember whether it was 150. Whatever, they basically brought them in and they made them into these. The first thing you mine. It's like, for example, if you're playing vanilla on the vanilla server, I never made a diamond armor or tool. Everything I did was traded, because the first thing I did was bum rush the villagers. That sounds wrong, but you know what I'm trying to say. I hope. Anyway, let us go to the storeroom. Start off. Oh, we've got plenty. I don't know what I'm worrying about, and I've got loads. I've definitely had one I've traded with because I didn't make all that steel scaffolding. This much I do know. I just don't think the steel scaffolding. I suppose steel might work. It's as good as anything. Let's get a box down and pull a few idea items together. I'll have you, and we'll have all of them. And we'll get rid of that. Block craftery, yes, block craftery, of course, and take those with us. No. There's some bits and pieces I know I want. I just need to dig them up. Get there eventually. Take the block craftery stuff, take that, and we'll have those as well. And that, I think, certainly doesn't hurt to have it. Better to have it and not use it than need it and not have it. No, you use... I've got lots of it, so it's not a problem. You use industrial hemp fibres. I've got 2,000 of them. That should be more than enough. In fact, while we're here, we might want to do that. Let's get the building in first. Okay, we've got all of that stuff. Anything I need? I mean, rope and stuff is going to become part of this build, obviously. Right, let me jump over to the square. That's the nearest teleporter to it. Yeah, I've got more wool than I know what to do with, and while the shepherds are busy shearing, that butcher needs to prioritise butchering sheep, I think. Oh, a survivor, an escapee, even. No, I wouldn't like to try and make the top section rotatable, to be honest. That would be painful. Okay, so if I'm going to, I'll pop you there. We're going to go in with maybe this to start off with. And then bring it in one at each corner. One at each corner. Yeah, it's going to have to. I just realised I've made a bloody even numbered structure. That's unheard of. Okay, so that comes in. You got one, then you got this, and this is where we start again with the structure, but not there, there, and there. And there, and then we're going to take this up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hopefully I've got enough here. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I might not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not going to have enough, am I? I've got bone meal, I've got saplings. Yeah, I'll get the. I've got the cloches running over there on thermal, but this is going to do one cloche. And just store it locally, I think. It's more of a centerpiece because I'm going to put a big barley field in here. I think that will look reasonable. And you definitely need more. But that will get us up to where I think we want the top level to go, and I need more. God, right, okay. Let's head over. Keep on forgetting I've got these, by the way. No, they really don't like acacia at all. They won't even touch it. Dark oaks and acacia they won't touch. So yeah, what did I want? Came over here for, oh, that was it. A cacacha. Acacia saplings. Just get me 2 or 3 of those. Bone meal, mealy of the bone. A couple of those, and we'll head back out, and then we can just grow the damn stuff ourselves. I really should get myself some rockets, you know. I mean, it would kind of make sense. Now I've got the elytra, but it just kind of seems pointless with. I thought that was a creeper or something. Then it seems kind of pointless with the a levitation wand. I actually had some. Okay, that's fine. It won't be the first time. It certainly won't be the last. That's probably all I need, actually. Yeah, I would have thought so. Alright, you lot go away along with those. Let's go and get that. Huh. Right, and let's get the acacia in there, and then we'll strip it. And get down. Yeah, I'm guessing that Tango had trouble getting them to accurately recognise the multi-block structure of the 2 blocks. They don't handle 2x2 jungle trees very well either. Right, then you will go in here, and I've only got a few of these. I'm definitely going to need to go and make more of this, which is simple enough. It's just planks and clay, but I need some clay. So what time is it? Almost 2 in the morning. I think I may have encountered it at one point. We can have a look, in fact. Let's have a look. Go to where I am. Potter's is there. No, that's Potter's. What was that? That was Village. Idiot. And then yours was... Oh, I'm trying to remember. Maybe I didn't find it actually. That was Potter's. Yeah, possibly I didn't. I know Big Guys was over this way. I haven't been over there for ages. Well, that's what I will try. You know, there's a tendency to stick with colours, and sometimes it's just nice to break from the tendency and jump in there. Is it? Yeah, we can sleep now. Anything after 1400 on the clock, and all of the villagers will have gone to bed. So at that point, you can then go, and we can now head out that way, I think, and see if we can't go and find ourselves a little bit of clay. Like here. Ooh. Yeah, not that interesting. This, however, is definitely interesting. I've probably got some clay kicking around, but to be honest, it's sometimes quicker just to come out and grab it than it is to faff around worrying, fertling around the base trying to find the damn stuff. Especially when you just, there's so much that you haven't mined or dug up. Is it mined? I mean, do you mine clay or do you just dig up clay? I mean, does it matter? Is there a difference? Right, I could do with finding some more, however. There's a little bit there. Did I see some over there? I might have done. There's definitely some hidden caveage under here. It's just an interesting, you know, sometimes it's like, am I going to be able to get that? Do I want to go and get that? No. Alright, let's get out. I think I picked it all up. Right, any more? I could do with a little bit. Yeah. No, so sometimes I often wonder, you know, in the same way that people talk about, you know, the correct multiple of a flock of, you know, birds, or a murder of crows, which is I always love as a great description of you know, a group of a certain animal. And I sometimes wonder about the correct terminology for the act of you know, working with something. You know, you obviously saw wood, but, you know, or chop wood, depending on what the state of the wood is, or what the tool actually you're using. It's I don't know. I still find words fascinating. The language, the English language, well, any language actually is in itself, in its own right, it's got its own degree of fascination. Unfortunately, I can't comment on the majority of the other ones because you know, I'm not very. I'm definitely not bilingual. I'm barely unilingual. I can speak a little French, a little Spanish, and a very, very, very tiny amount of German. none of which is enough to actually converse should I go anywhere where those languages would be useful. Right, that should give me enough clay to make some more clay wall blocks. And we've actually got plenty of acacia wood, and I don't really want that, so yeah, that kind of works. Yeah, dos veras por favor. That's all. That's it. But to be fair, most, as I'm sure you're aware, most Brits get around with get along with just being able to loudly bellow beer. If you can loudly bellow beer, you're pretty much made. Right, that should be enough of that. In fact, and with 64 to spare, I knew I'd overkill it, but you know, what's the point of not overkilling it? And then up to the top there. I should probably have done the bottom bits first. One of these is going to have a doorway in it, or well, I think this bit actually. Because we'll do. Oh, hello. We'll do something. That's not working. All right, let's try that way. And then that there. And then that to there. And I think that kind of works. We'll probably go in again with some of this. We'll have another walkway area on the top there. If I've got any, I haven't, but that is not a problem. We'll do the same again. No. Well, you can. I've found when I'm abroad that most people who speak a different language to you are often they're often flattered enough that you actually attempt to engage in the local language with but will then sit there and politely ask you not to because you're mangling it. Or at least I do anyway. It's, you know, you say it should be impossible to speak French with a Yorkshire accent, but I do manage it. Right, oh God, come on. I'm not going to have enough here, am I? That one, that's wrong. Oh, you're kidding me. Ah. And there, yeah, so I need probably about a dozen. Thank you, and there. God damn it! Get there eventually. So that should give us everything up to this level. And again, I want to do a chisel on the inside here, and I think we'll do the same again with a inside ring of blocks like that. Maybe do that. I don't think it's necessary, but we'll do that anyway, just to give us a bit more of a position. And I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to work this in. It's going to be square, and it's probably going to be well, start off that big and then it'll expand out, I think. But first things first. Oh, I've already got the tool bag out, have I? Yep. That and that, and we should be okay to take you. Hopefully I've got more than that. And just strip those back down so we get a nice even texture. We probably need to get again rid of that lot. And then we should be good to go down now. So that's interesting. I think it's kind of got the shape I'm looking for. And then we'll get the square thing on the top. So it's how to do that, and also do I have any sticks? I don't see any. I mean, it's not a problem, we've got logs and stuff, but definitely take those. Pop that lot out, and we'll take a bunch of that, and we'll make some sprucey fences. And that'll go all the way around here. Which will sort of allow us to sort our lighting out on top of. They're never enough. You know, I think I've made enough, and you don't. More spruce. More sticks. More fence. That's probably not enough now. But we should be good to at least make a start on it, and then if we go and get the right thing. I do, but it involves going and grabbing a whole load of travel to go and get the sticks. Sometimes it's easier just to make than it is to go running off after the thing. Right, so these are evens, so we're definitely going to have to do something like that, and we'll obviously repeat that over there, and then again one there. With a bit of luck we should be seeing that is getting lit up correctly. Take this. Right, so we just need a little bit more spruce to finish off that bit, but that gives you an initial shape. I'm going to do some more shaping on it. I will go and grab some other bits and pieces as well, I think, in a short while. Let's go with 15. In fact, I don't even need to do that, do I? I've got the spell. Hang on. So always the way of it, isn't it? Pocket workbench, if you don't mind. And and a bit of dirt. That should be enough, I think. Yes. So take that one, take that one, and that one. Can have a look at that, see what it looks like from a distance. Yeah, I'm quite liking that. It's got the contrasting colours. Now, I need to. Well, we're going to need to move all of these trees out anyway. Certainly on this level and probably above it. So I don't suppose it hurts to chop them out now, since I'm going to need them to be gone. Yeah, hate spruce trees. Right. So I think we're getting there. It does like that bit actually, yeah. Definitely got that treated wood look going to it. Alright, what to do on the top? Let's try and just scooch up the top again. And get a little bit of chisel action going for starters. We'll do, I think that will work actually. So we're not going to get away with having a square at that level, but if we actually, yeah, let's just go back to this, so it looks like a big old bearing kind of affair. Not entirely sure. We'll probably need a way up here if this is not an exitable space. But if you had that going on there, and then what would we do? Then we want the square box, don't we? And that's probably going to be, I think, we'll move away from the spruce structure and oh man, this is going to be fun, isn't it? How do we do this? Let's bring that in here a second. Because that can then go underneath. So that gives you every log that I own is trying to get away from me, isn't it? There it is, hiding down there, look. Right. Let's just get the horizontals in, and then we'll worry about the uprights. Drink. And do that. That's probably the easiest way I can think of to do this. And then we can just pop down and take these out from underneath. Well, that works, I think. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Probably 4. 2, 3. That may be the right size. I'm going to need more spruce though. What else did I need? Was there anything else? Yeah. Let's take this with us. We're going to head back over to the storeroom and grab a few other bits and pieces. I think I'm going to make the windmill blade as well. Like a pro. Okay, let's see. So obviously we've got the ancient warfare windmill, which doesn't generate RF, so it's pointless to me. But then you've got the immersive engineering windmill, which is the... Isn't they... How? I thought there was an improved windmill. No, it's all the same, and you just... No? There's got to be, there is. There's got to be the improved one. Tough fabric. Maintenance kit. That is bizarre. It's almost it's almost like they've taken that windmill out, the one you used that for, which is just what you know, the reason you farm hemp in the first place. How weird. Alright, not a problem. I mean, you know, we can use hemp to make string, so and other things. So we're just going with that one, which is surprising. Treated wood and sticks. Treated wood and treated sticks. We probably need more treated wood. So I'll probably need to clear my inventory a bit. Let's have a look. I can make 6 and we need 8. And treated wood is made with... Come on. There. What? There we go. Planks around a bucket of thingy, hoofer. We'll use that. Although, yeah, no, we'll use it. It'll make a reasonable stew of stuff. We'll pop you in there. What to get rid, what to lose. Lose the acacia stairs, I think. I don't think we'll need those. That can go... we'll get that back, pop those away for now. Yeah, there's some. I know there is some. I've got the book over here. Power. No. Simple machine. No. Overview resources. Industrial hemp makes tough fabric. To use to create improved windmills. Windmill sail. If you cover your blades of your windmill, by doing so increases the surface area of the rotation speed. The required sails are crafted from tough hemp fabric and applied to the windmill by right-clicking it in the world. Right. Now, do you have to do multiples? I can't remember. Okay, well, we've got those. I need a little bit more wood. I don't think I'm going to guess that you don't class as being usable. No, I don't. I need buckets. Ugh. Yeah, I forget my head if it weren't screwed on. and go 1 and 2, 3, 4, and then the repeat. Not like I'm ever going to run out of that stuff because it's backed up in the coke ovens. And there we go. So then we should be able to make 2 more of those, 1, 2, and we use those with an iron ingot to make why have I got all that there? To make that. Oops, hello. That was it, windmill sail. So it's just those, and that's those around a stick. Okay. That's trying to think. Do you do one more than? Do you do one or more than one? Let's have a look. See whether I can. Right. So I've got the windmill, and it looks quite ugly because it's got no fabric. And we take that and make one of those. So it is 8. Okay, so that's fine. Now we know. Did that remember? Hang on. It remembers. Oh, hello. Okay, you can stay there, my friend. 2, 3. Oh, this is going to look good with those blades on it. So I need how much more? I need 6 per, and I've got 4, and I need 1, 2. You know what? Sticks. Sticks and hemp. It's really not rocket science, is it? I should have sticks somewhere. We're going to have a look. Where's my sticky? Stickage. Stick. Did I not have a thing with sticks in it? Maybe I didn't have a thing with sticks in it. I mean, it's really not a problem. We'll take you. We'll take you. We'll get you into those. Oh man. We'll put that all up there. Jump over here, grab some hemp, couple. And we should. No, you're not going to show me what I can do with those? Okay. There we go. That's 20 and 1, 2, 3. How many did I need? I can't remember. 1, 2, 3. I need 2 more. All right, that's doable. Let me get rid of those industrial craft sticks as well. 2. Just checking. I've forgotten in the brief moment it took me to turn around. I've forgotten what the actual answer was there. You know what? Let me just have a look at the uses on that one and just do that. It's just easy. And then we can go 1 and 2. Excellent. That should do the trick. So that's our windmill blade. We are going to need a kinetic dynamo as well, but for now I'm just going to grab another spruce wood. We're going to head back over and we'll see what kind of shape this thing have I got. Let me get rid of that acacia. I don't think I'll need you anymore. I could do with some roofing material for it as well, so let's just have a look what I have. I've got loads of this dark oak. Oh, I know where this Didn't the sticks end up? Yeah, the sticks just ended up in there. There was dark oak and dark. We got plenty of that. We'll drop off another thing. So maybe go with the dark oak roof, just because again it's a nice it should contrast nicely with that with the what's it called, acacia. And we don't need those on us anymore, so we should be able to take that. And there's only a little bit. It's probably easier to do it that way. So armed with that, we should be good to get up here. Now this is one to, I think I'm going to take this one oh damn it, bloody even numbered, isn't it? God, how the hell do I take an even odd? Oh. And I left the shulker box over there. Oh, damn it. How do I do this then? I mean, I can bring it in that way and that way one. That would work, I suppose. Right, let's go get that shulker box and then... Hi, Wabbit. Ow. Oh dear. Right, there's my shulker. So let me drop off all of this stuff that I have got that we need. Along with that. Anything else I can think of while I'm here? Supports might be interesting. Certainly some of that. Those... What are those? They're dark oak. I don't want dark oak. No. Take those. We'll probably want them anyway. Get some oak beam supports actually. And just a stupid question. What's involved? Give me a couple of oak logs. I'm fed up of having to wander over to the carpenters every time that I want to make something carpentry. We should just have one of these here. It seems like a complete no-brainer, and yet, you know, I've managed to ignore it for the longest time. And that, we should be able to get away with quite a bit of this stuff, so let's just do a stack, I think. Yeah, a stack. Okay, so we got you, we got all of those. Anything else I can think of while I'm at it? Other than the ability to count. Let's go with that for now. Right, let's go and correct the building. I can't believe I did that. There is a reason why, you know, we avoid these odd and even numbered builds like the plague, and sorry, even numbered builds like the plague, and this is it. This is bloody well it. Right. Oh, I've got to take this stuff out again, haven't I? Okay, so that goes in like so. That goes in there, and that goes in there. And then all of this shuffles in by one. At least as far back, because all of this has to shuffle in as well. I suppose it doesn't. It could be an odd shape, couldn't it? So I could leave it long and not shorten it. I mean, it's no, I think it'll look terrible. Okay, right, so then we're going to go and put you there with you coming down like that. And then, oh man, it's probably going to be easier this way around, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, and 1. Right, okay, so that's everything. So that all needs to go in. Wouldn't be so bad if this stuff actually wasn't so bad to place as well. And then, but this is going to, oh, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. We'll get there. Actually, no, that's not there. That will be a 3 there. That will be 1, 2, 3 like so. That comes out. And then this, where are you? Oh, there it is. That will go in there with those. We need to do the same on the other side, although we don't need to actually bring that in, so small. Unfortunately, nothing seems to work. I suppose I could try the obvious, but I don't think it'll. Yeah, it just doesn't have a tool. I mean, that is rust. No, it's rustic, so it's not even that there's a tool in rustic for it. That in itself wouldn't be so bad if rustic had the tool, but it doesn't. So, right, you, and you come out. That one goes in about there, and then this one comes in there. I mean, I might as well use my hand, because that way I'm not wasting durability, and even efficiency doesn't seem to make any difference, so it's a bit of a bum, but there you go. Right, you go there, and then you come 1, 2, 3, and similarly and he says use your hand, then completely forgets about it. Of course, that's the other classic move. So that goes there, followed by that, and that. We'll worry about the walkways once we've got everything shifted. So that then, let's try and work this out. That one will come. Hang on. That will be there, and well, the equivalent of there. Damn it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and that one. Not sure. Let's have a look. Oh God, where's my tool bag? I mean, I haven't got any rustic tools. Is there even a hammer in rustic? I'm not aware of a tool of there being a specific rustic tool. No, there's nothing. Not a problem. Not a problem. Helps if you say that. Take no time, and then we'll be done. Oh yeah. God, these things. Oh, and you stay there for now. Right, where's my... That's got to be the beastie that's going across. Yep, 1, 2, and 3. That goes there. That comes down, and that goes in. Yeah, we need to do the top floor now, don't we? God. Right, so this then is all going to come across one. So again, this comes out. And that one goes in all the way down to there. This one then has, oh man, it's a bit of a mare, isn't it, when you cock up like this? How long we got over there? We've been going an hour and 25, so you're lucky that you missed me failing to count. So, you know, or actually, not so much failing to count, but failing to realise that I was working an even when I actually wanted an odd. You need to go there, like that, and then that can come all the way down and have a block underneath it. Okay, yeah, that's how that's going to go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then that will go like that, and then all of that shifts back in one. That's not too bad. Okay, where are we? Ah, man. So next things next is this lot here come out and go in. That will go right, and then we did somewhere I've got some bits like that, and that will come down like so. Then we've got the painful bits. Yeah, well, we're just at the end of week 10. Although, thankfully, I actually have a session in the what's the word I'm looking for, in the office. So we're actually open, not fully at work, but we do have either 1 or 2 mornings a week. Thinking never helps. Them chickens, they are always dying of starvation, and that needs to... Where did that go? That one needs to come out. Oh god, which one is this now then? Is that the right one? No, that's not the right one. The only problem with these chiseled blocks is they maintain their orientation, which means that you can, and then you can get the little gits doing things like that for good measure as well, just for be spiteful. Right, that's that one. That will go in there, and then we can bring you down. I'm going to say I've definitely lost something somewhere. Can't believe this. I mean, I was so happy with that shape, and now I've got to revamp all of this. Yeah, I mean, it's a bizarre situation. I think the fairest thing you can say is it's an utterly bizarre situation. I don't think any of us could have foreseen it. Or certainly not at the level that we've seen it. I mean, it's hit. I won't say it's hit me hard, because it's, you know, where it's hit me is in the holidays. So, needless to say, you know, not the end of the world for me in that respect. But it's annoying. I mean, I am currently still chasing a refund for our flights to India, which was for 7 of us. So, you know, you can imagine that was a sizable sum of money that we're still waiting for, and I've got no doubts we'll get it back. Now, I know the airline has actually refunded it through to the broker, but the broker hasn't been in touch, so at the moment I'm chasing that. Oh yeah, no, I was supposed to be in India when the lockdown came in, and needless to say, I didn't get to go to India. The entire family were going out for 2 weeks, but we're getting there steadily. I think once we've got one of the last bits of travel stuff refunded, then we'll be there. It's just this last bit really, and I'm stuck now. I haven't got anything until end of November, and I'm doubly aware of how trivial that sounds compared to other people's experience of the lockdown. But you know, I'll live without the holiday. I want the money back. Right, here we go. Alright, where'd my block go? Thank you. No. You're there, you get. I see you. Right, and you are going to go there. Almost to the point where the walls are back where they should be. Yeah, it would have. Oh man, well, the other thing, I mean, at the moment, the wife and I have embarked in a, well, for want of a better word, it's a social experiment at the moment for us. And again, it probably won't sound much like a social experiment, but believe me, for me it is. We're currently in no takeaway May, which, as you can probably guess, involves actively not having any takeaways for the entire month of May. I'm doing well for a given value of well. Anyway, I'll deal with that top layer in a moment. I want to just fix this now, because that's going to bug me. India's a great place to visit. Goa, we were going to. It's a little bit basic at play at times. You know, it is. It's not a third world country. It's obviously a very rich country, but it's the contrast between the rich and the poor is stark, shall we say? But it's a nice place to visit. I would definitely recommend it to anybody who's at some point anyway. It's an experience. God. The people are so friendly, it's untrue. But then again, I generally find that is true of almost everywhere I go. It's almost strange that it almost seems to be an insult when you think about it, that we actually that's our first go-to. Oh, the people are dead friendly, and you're like, well, you know, surely they normally are. I mean, it's the nature of people to be friendly, unless they're on the internet, in which case it's the nature of them to be dicks, you know. But oh yeah, I mean, it's population. It's I don't think there's no words that can describe it and do it justice. It is just absolutely mad, but brilliant at the same time. So, you know, we'll get there again next year at some point. Well, hopefully we'll get there. Hopefully this goddamn disease will get to the point where we can actually get some kind of semblance of normality. I'm getting a bit fed up with people rattling on about the new normal as if it's some kind of explanation as to why, you know, it's not the new normal, it's different. You don't get a new normal, you get different. Right, that is the first layer fixed. Second layer, all right. Okay, we need to take all of this off again, and those. Yes, the architecture there is there's a heavy Dutch influence, shall we say? Oh man, how am I getting across there? Ow. Okay, we'll do it that way then. Have it your way. Right, so that should then be a there's a lot of I'm no expert on India. I actually work with an expert on India. Well, an expert on is actually an expert on the well, how do I put the his area of specialism is the sexual. God, this is going to. He specialises in the sex trade and various aspects of that, and geography. That's the long and the short of it. There is actually a correlation. There's some fascinating correlations, if kind of gross in some respects, but you know, he has this amazing map, and it's well, it's crazy. But that's basically racism, isn't it? Let's be honest. Although I often have discussions with a colleague of mine who's is of Jamaican descent, and about, well, all aspects of racism and inequality and everything. We have lots of discussions, you know. I'm very fortunate because a bit of the oh Christ, I thought that was a creeper. Damn you. I'm fortunate that I do work with a lot of intelligent people, so you know, I get the I get the benefit of being able to have some quite deep and in-depth discussions about things that sometimes make other people uncomfortable. We had a discussion not so long ago, actually, where we were talking about racism, and I actually pointed out that disliking a ethnicity isn't technically racist. I actually think racism is the treatment of a race as being subhuman to other races. That's oh man, I've got to chop all this out, haven't I? I'm just going to take this out temporarily because it's going to be a lot easier than working around it. Yeah, it's great. It's well, people. It's a funny thing, but in my experience, what most people really, really want out of beyond anything else in the whole wide world is to be treated the same way they treat everybody else. You know, with a bit of respect, a bit of dignity, and a bit of compassion. It really isn't rocket science. That's interesting. That's a very small hole now. Okay. I could make it that sort of she said joke, but I won't. You know, it's if someone says they dislike somebody because they're French, let's not even bring a thing. Let's just go. I dislike the French as a thing, and that's a common British joke, especially. But if you sit there and you say you dislike them and you can't give you a good reason, I just dislike them, then that's just stupid. That's just plain ignorant, you know. And yeah, there's plenty of reasons to dislike people, but you know, it doesn't have to be because they have to be born into it in a different country to you or whatever. There's a lot of better reasons than that. Right, let's get in here and do this. Can we get this in? How am I going to do you? Let's do you like you. Oh no, not that. But it's an interesting one because people seem very, very. How do you put it? People get very nervous when you start talking about certain topics. There's I don't know if anybody's a fan of Tim Minchin, the Australian comedian, singer, songwriter, poet, I suppose, seeing as he does a bit of beat poetry as well. And he does this. He had this brilliant sketch where he sat on the stage and he pulled out a book, and you know, it was, not to put too fine a point on it, it was the Quran. And he sat there and he just said, he joked, he says, and several thousand people in the auditorium have suddenly got all very nervous and wondering where this is going. And he does this thing. It's brilliant because he swaps the covers around on it and moves it around. And one's a copy of I think it was Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows in the cover of the Quran, and the actual the Quran was under the soft cover of Harry Potter. But his argument was, you know, what makes something holy, and again, I'm not going to get into people's religions and everything because what people choose to believe is their own personal right. But it was just the way he basically took apart a lot of the arguments you get, and said, you know, this is just a book. The contents are clever and insightful, and you know, whatever you know set of criteria you want to put on it, but realistically, it is just a book. The actual book itself is nothing special in itself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have one there, and that comes across. That's kind of where I'm going. But of course, I mean, this is This is the crazy thing. I mean, you know, we live in a society where people almost expect to be shocked and outraged and surprised, and they get upset when they're not. Right, well, so I need you and I need you for starters, and I could do with a little bit of that as well, because I want to get some of that going. And a little bit of that. I don't understand why people want to be shocked and upset and offended all the time. It makes no sense. It really doesn't. But I don't suppose we can change the world overnight. We'll have to give me a few days to do that one. I mean, you know, it's taken me 3 weekends to build a fence, so you know, fixing the world, that might take me a little longer. You know, give me a month. But yeah, no, I can't wait to. We are both. My wife is probably she's a huge convert to India. She loves it. The go and she beats shacks, everything. The chill, the food, obviously, but mainly because it's actually not like a curry that you would have back here in England. Everything here has been heavily anglicised, and the food in Goa was just absolutely out of this world. It really was. Right, I need to go, and what do I need? Does that look about right size? Let's try it with some chalk. I'll take a couple of stacks of chalk, windmill, and we'll just use a bit of wood to hang the windmill on for the time being. Obviously, it's not going to go around or not going to work until it's got the kinetic stuff in it. But if we come up here and go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, like that, and then these ones will be solid for the time being. And then I'm going to stick this. I'm going to actually have the kinetic dynamo sticking out a little bit because I actually want the windmill. I don't know that we'll be able to do this without faffing around. Hang on. There we go. Let's have a look. See, those windmill blades look way too small. It does do very good seafood. I'm not a big seafood eater. My wife is, so she loves it. But yeah, amazing food. Oh, that's nice. Right, I'm gone, unfortunately. So we're going to reach for the can. What are we at? 10 to 10. Right, so this needs a roof on it. I mean, it's a shame that if that would have been perfect if it was like 10 times bigger, but there you go. Well, it is what it is. I'm fairly certain you can't convert kinetic power from Ancient Warfare into RF. That's just that is just immersive engineering windmill. So I want some RF power going down here for a barley farm. Oh, yeah. It's a stupid question. It wouldn't work on there though. We'd have to bring it out another block. Could I get away with sticking a will ancient one? Okay, this is a big question. Sorry, I'm going to sneeze. Caught it. Right. Will ancient warfare harvest barley? Because if it will, I don't need it to be a cloche. I don't need it to be a thing. I can actually go for a giant ancient warfare windmill, and that I can make huge. I can't remember the exact size now, but we could. Let me just go and drop off a whole bunch of stuff in here that I don't need. Let's head back over to the storeroom and see. Well, first things first, let's go and visit our villager friends. Because I happen to know some people who have a large amount of wool blocks, and they're never going to use them all. They don't. In fact, they don't use them at all. God, I wish they'd learn to store things. I mean, look at it; it's everywhere. Right. Anyway. It could have been the stream, obviously. We're at the whims of Twitch. So if I were to go in and say make sales, let's just go into here and look for windmill. So we can stick a whole load of sticks in there. Obviously we can make a few of those at the start in the first instance, and then we can grab a whole bunch of those, turn those over into that. Now D2 the Tektopia villages are in as is ancient warfare, so yes to both is kind of technically the answer. Come on. Okay, so armed with that, I should be able to make a good few of those. I also need to just double check. Let me just find the ancient warfare manual. Come on. Automation module. Water wheel, windmill controller. Not going to tell me, are you? Right, let me just go in that way then. So I can't remember the upper size. I think it's either about 19 by 19 or 20 by 20, but I'm not 100% certain. Somewhere about there's a manual kicking around. Manual. I love the fact it's the only mod I've ever come across where the manual is 50 pages and it's a PDF. It's brilliant. Right, somewhere in here there is a bit about a windmill. Just bear with me a second. Automation, worksite, crop farm, warehousing, auto work sites. I'm not worried about you. Not really worried about you. What I need is that's a water wheel windmill. There we go. 17 by 17. Okay. So 17 by 17. Now I need a calculator. 17 times 17. 289 divided by 64. Just over 4.5 stacks of those. Okay. I think what we need to do is take that out, put some of this lot in, and then I should be good to do that. Oh god, I need sticks. Right, stickage, bang. Got lots of sticks. Yeah. Showing your age, Terry. Windy Miller. Oh god, this is going to be do I really want to make 4.5 stacks of this? I mean, I suppose I should. Oh, this is, yeah, that's normal wool. That's why. It's alright. Tektopia wool is different to normal wool. So let's jump over here. Get some more of that in. Make some more of that with a bang. Okay, what am I missing now? Sticks again. Oops, hello, sorry, lost my interface. Get those. And bang. And bang. And bang. So we're at 1, 2 and a bit stacks so far. Yeah, 112 is a better in a lot of respects. I managed. I think I had a 115 on the right later. I think I had a 15 by 15 on the one that I did with for the spotlight. That's the word I'm looking for. I'll get there eventually. Okay, and what am I missing now? Sticks again. It just seems sticks constantly. So that's 3 and a bit. Now you're definitely showing your age, mate. Somehow I suspect you don't care though. Which is also probably one of the biggest signs of age in the world, actually, is actually not giving a metric crap about anything. Right, so we're almost there. We've almost got to the point where I've gone through pretty much all of my sticks. I'm not going to do too much more. What we got? 22. 23, 24. Let's do 40. 35. Pardon me. 40. That should be more than enough. You can have that wool to look after. Right, what else do we need? We need a windmill controller, don't we? Oh God, here we go. Get me some. Take that. Take you back into wood. Is it again? There's certain elements of this where you can just tell the that this was developed by someone who didn't really take things like Or Dictionary into account, because, you know, there you go. Right, we need to go and get you in. So what did we have in the way of support? I'm just trying to yeah, nothing really. That Engineer's Deco, let's have a look at that one. Treated wooden sill kind of might help. No, I think I know what we'll do. Right, let's get back over and try this out. Whee! Ow! That was semi-deliberate, to be fair, honest. Would I lie? Oh man, come here. Right, you. So if we were bringing out the central point from that, what we would have is probably that. Then you'd have your windmill control on there, but that's going to have to go out another block to get the space. So we're going to take you out one more. This is the midpoint, so we're going to go from no, there, one there. That's your middle. That's that, and one. So from there, 17 by 17 would be a 16 by 16, wouldn't it? So that's going to be 8. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the stupid question is, will that fit underneath? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think the answer to that is a big resounding yes. Will I get away with it though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Should be right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's fine. And yeah, I wasn't trying. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now this is where we find out whether my maths was totally, utterly wrong or absolutely on the nose. I only want a barley farm because I need something to actually generate me barley seeds, because, you know, I've only got 22 of them, and yeah, so that's the reason for the barley farm side of things. Right, okay, let's get you down. Hopefully, I hope this works, because this is a hell of a lot of blocks to place for no reason. Let's do 2. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, and then, well, I suppose we might as well fill this in and then do the other side. Oops. Up, and oh bum, something went wrong somewhere. Missed a block there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. Well, we'll figure it out. It's only a matter of counting, isn't it? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hang on. I I think I've just not gone far enough on that side. I also do need to take this out. It won't like that tree being there. Ow. And I knew that was going to happen. Right. That should... I don't need a sail this big. It's worth pointing out. This is... I'm definitely overcompensating here. This is for the practical look of the thing more than anything. Right, I need to figure out, because I've got 15 left. I think I've just cocked up on this side, haven't I? So look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's just a cock up on my part. Right, let's put that in. Oh wow. Hang on. I forgot it does that the moment you get it down. And then you put your windmill controller in. And then we just need to take the power out from there. But let's go and have a look at that. See, that looks far more impressive than that small immersive windmill, I think. That's pretty massive. Okay, let's get on. I wanted you. There we go. Right. And this is just going to go like that and like that. And then you are going to go right, we'll go up here like this. Oh god. I keep forgetting how far I am up as well. That doesn't help. Oh, got some wandering nomads coming in. Don't need them, but they're coming in nonetheless. No, hang on. Right, you, then you. I didn't bring any spare shakes up with me. I've actually got potential use for the other one as well. Let me just go and get some shakes and just take one of those to there. I don't think it needs to be any. Oh, just smoke. So that's starting to look there. I wonder whether I can use this somewhere. Or even I need a 9x9 of that minimum, a 3x3, sorry. So I'm not going to get away with that, but that we might get away with. Let me just have a look at you again. Let's see if I put you one further up. It looks a bit. Oh, I suppose we could use. Let me. Yeah, I've got an idea that might work for that. Might work, might not. Got the shakes, got that. Let us head back up to the top. We can get this in. Like a zoo. And goes in like that. Then we can just pop that there. Like that will do the trick. Right, so that should I'm happy with it on its basic level. It's obviously a little bit blocky at the moment. Well, obviously it's Minecraft, it's going to be blocky. It's a little bit blocky at the moment. Now what I'm wondering is if I can get away with something at the back here. Let's just put you away, grab that, and we'll take those because I can always chisel those back to ordinary blocks. Like that. Right, so right at the back here, my thought is along the lines of something like this. If we can pull it off, probably need to do this from above now. For about 5 maybe. I get away with 5. Let's have a look at the that's the wrong way around, damn it. Okay, so I need to come out from here, I think, and give myself a platform to work off. So if we come from there like that, and then bring that down, and then like that, bring that down, and we can yeah, that's going to be awkward. Damn it. Oh god. Just go on the other side of the rail so I can fix that now. No. I'll do that in a moment. Let's just deal with this, which should be as simple. Oh man, should be as simple as doing that. I think that gives us that. I think it'll take you a block further out, and then we'll take some of that, and we'll go. It makes it obviously makes it spawn proof, and just gives it that as well going on. And then we should be able to, on the side there, get that, and with a bit of luck, that doesn't look too ridiculous. No, it looks actually about the right scale. I think that thing at the back could use a little bit of work. I'm not entirely sure what, but I think that looks all right. That's kind of got the feel. Right, now this is an immersive engineering thing. We need some more immersive engineering tech. Yeah, pulled that one off. What's that mean anyway? 1/4 past. Yeah, we got time. Right, so in Ancient Warfare we are going to need we're going to need a large bounds upgrade. I've got one of those, haven't I? Oh well, it doesn't matter. And a crop farm, which is going to require 2 of those. Going to require a chest, a hoe, that's probably it. There we go, crop farm. Then we need these torque shafts, so I'm going to need a distributor. Yes, this is a distributor, isn't it? No. Torque takes it in and distributes it out 2 ways. I want something to junction, so I want that. So we're definitely going to need quite a few of those. Which means I'm going to need more of those. I'm trying to think how many I'm going to need. I probably need let's. You know what? It's not like we're shy of wood, is it? Let's just go grab a stack of timber, a couple of stacks of timber, and make a stack of them. There we go. 1, 2. Because you can faff around with these things for far too long if you're not careful. So if I stick those in and go make me 28 of those, that's not enough. Did it? More of them. 49, no, more please. $64 plus spare, that's good. Right, and then we're going to do a good pile of... I was going to do a good pile of them, apparently I'm not, because I don't have all of the materials to make a good pile of those, but we can soon fix that. And then we can stick some of that in, and obviously we can make a whole bunch of those. More. How many got there? 38. Gives me 32. That should be enough for that bit, and then we just need the junction, which is those. I probably need a couple of... hang on. I need a couple of those, I think, at least. Alright, that kind of works. I'm fairly certain these... I need to get my head around which mods, but these don't actually have the snappy, breaky thing. It was the... it was... I'm trying to remember which mod it was now. Right, ow. I thought I'd done well on that one, but apparently not. Right, so what we'll do is we'll come up here and we'll just pop a bit of a floor in. Pop one of them down there, pop the other one higher up. I just want to make sure it's well lit. Okay, and then we should be okay to just jump up to there, where we should be okay to start connecting. Now this is definitely going to need an Ancient Warfare hammer. The alternative is we do... it this way around. If I had an Ancient Warfare hammer on me, I would use it, but I don't. Maybe I need to go and get one, because I'm going to have to place another block just to get out there. So that's running, which means we should be good to put you and all of that back in. And then, now if I place you that way around, you're not going to connect properly again, are you? No, I think I'm going to need to go and get a hammer. I think that's the easier way of doing it. Let me just double check I haven't got one. What my tools. Engineer's hammer. I wonder whether an engineer's hammer actually works. Oh, it does. All right, let's give that a try then. Oh, God, here we go. No, that's not playing. Damn you. I love this mod sometimes, you know. No, that's not going to help either. All right, there's a way to do this, but it's a pain, but it is a way to do it. Right, from here we're going to place a junction, and I'll probably try and disguise like a wheel or something in this, a mill wheel. I think that's the kind of the appropriate way to do it, and then we work back again. Okay. How are we going to do this then? Let's get up here. Interesting. There we go, got it. Oh, bum. No, we'll do it that way. That's actually probably an easier way of getting out than going the other way around. Especially when you consider we can then come down here. I mean, in many respects, this actually looks more realistic than if we were faffing around with, you know, other aspects. Because what we should be able to do then, and for the sake of this, we'll. Are you the right way round? You look the right way round. We can then come in here and again just hook this up. No. It's already hoed that area, you see. So from then we can head out this way. And I wanted to do this anyway. I want to flatten this off and get this field in and you know, level that bit off over there and bring it up. But right, you need that for starters. And then we should be able to extend its area. Bounds, so we'll increase it and take you to the middle ish. It gives us a reasonable size space. Stop. Oh, it tries to plant everything. Literally tries to plant everything. Oh, and I'm not picking that up because, of course, it's I've got to get it before it does. I think probably want to grab that before it can even get hold of it. That needs to come out, and what we'll do is we'll need to get some hydration. It will be, but more importantly, the barley field will extend all the way to the walls and around. This will just be a bit of automation in the middle to get the seeds for it. That's the theory anyway. So my thoughts are, we'll have you and you, like they're mine. Definitely have that, that's mine, and we'll have that. No. Apparently you have that. Okay, that's fine. Oh man, it's getting warm in here tonight. Anyway, I should have in here my 27 barley seeds. Which it should plant. Now obviously it's expending a lot of time hoeing this ground, so I do need to make sure this is hydrated. The obvious way of doing that is, or at least the easy way of doing that, is going to be apiaries, I would have thought. Let me get rid of that, go into apiary. There's nothing fancy required for it, just some logs and some planks. So we're going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I take that out, for example, I need some water. Get rid of those. Some water just around here, isn't there? And then I can go and get some bees, and they'll actually speed the process up as well. I'm just going to pop a quick infinite source down over here, just to save me backwards and forwardsing. We'll take you, and we'll do you. Oops. So that should go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. And we'll get it pretty much hydrated before we finish. Oh. I hate it when I do that. So if we come across from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, this one would, oh, hello. Okay, like that is it. And then we'd have one up there, I think, and that will be, I just need a couple of these, don't I? And that will give us all the hydration we need for this area. And probably went a little bit overkill with the beehives, to be honest. is it what about here? There, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, probably a little bit close actually, but it doesn't matter. For symmetry's sake, we'll not resist symmetry on this one, and we shall place you down there. And then I just need to go and have a word with my beekeepers and grab some bees. Let me just go and do that. Whee! Actually, it's quicker to do this. Yeah, take that many. Yeah, I mean, I think the windmill still needs a lot of decorating work, but you know, it's not far off done. Well, it's structurally okay, I think. Get rid of some of that. Split you into 4 ways. Pop you in there. Pop you in there. Pop you in there. Pop you in there. And that's the wrong thing. Probably put some light sources on the top of these eventually as well. And what we should hopefully see eventually is a large amount of barley and crops. Now we can, if I've got anything, yeah, we can cheat it along a little bit, and I can pop to the mining dimension. And that should get us along a lot further. And ultimately it'll populate this. But I want the entire thing to be walled off. I don't want any villager access to this, because I've got a sneaking suspicion that the Tektopia villagers will try and harvest this. And that's going to be key, because you know, I don't want them to harvest this. They don't know what to do with it when they do harvest it. So all I ended up with is a useless crop. However, I'm out of bone meal again, so I suppose we should go and grab a good supply. Although we can only stick like 3 stacks in at the same time. Now, one of these is bones. I should probably have dumped a whole load of stuff, shouldn't I? Get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of you. Pop those away. Actually, pop that away. That'll probably do us. And that should have, oh, you full, okay, that goes in there. I don't know whether I've got any more spells. I keep, whenever I come and use this, I'm always checking the spells to see if I've got any fun things to, you know, treat things to, but nothing today. Anyway, let's what have we got? 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. And let's leave them to it. Okay, come on. Right. Oh, this is. Oh, hello. Now, what are the odds of that? I've actually picked up an advanced spell that I haven't got at random from killing those skellies, for killing the mobs. I mean, the odds against that are not insignificant. I'm going to have to go and try that out next before we finish, but let's. So it's definitely getting lots of and obviously the machine struggles to keep up at this speed once you've given it all of that bone meal. But we've now got lots of spare seeds, and that's what I'm after. Because I'm going to have to plant a lot of barley to make the barley fields. And I don't know how is that pretty much full now? Yeah, that's filled the field up. So that's good. We don't need to worry about that. We've definitely got plenty of barley. We've got loads of that coming in, so we can put the rest of the bones away. So what time are we at? 20 to 10. We're gonna head over just to I'm gonna head over to the mage tower, and we're gonna try this spell out. Let me mage tower. So what have I got currently? That replenish hunger was crap, so that can go. And then we'll head out to the Sidlington Nether portal, where I can go and see if I can find something to blow up. Or, well, I mean... Oh, okay. Like that, is it? Definitely don't want none of that. I'm quite capable of getting bad weather without going hunting for it. Right, let's see whether we can... Okay, that is definitely not what we wanted on a creeper. Chain lightning. Of all the spells for it to be, fires a spark, which then changed to additional targets up to twice. Nice spell though. Alright. Anyway. Oh no, hang on. Let me get back up to things. We've got the start of our windmill. I think it needs some detailing. It needs a little bit of things, but I am happy with that. That really, to me, that's kind of hit the spot. You know, it basically says I'm a windmill, and it actually is a functional windmill. It's not just a windmill for the hell of being a windmill. And yeah, I think we'll get a screenshot of that for the time being, and I think that'll be me for this episode. So everybody in the UK, hopefully have a good bank holiday tomorrow. I've got some, believe it or not, more sawing to do, but it's small bits of wood this time. I need to frame a picture and I need to do some things, but until next week, thanks for joining me, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.